What fun, what fun. I'll tell you what. Hi, everybody. I'm just gonna start with that one. Just so when y'all get in here, you're gonna see this. Probably one of my more favorite ones. I'll show you my lighting right. Turn this off. Okay. I know y'all just saw me, but because I was not able to be so attentive on the live, I just wanted to pop back on here, do a year in review. Here's hoping Zay or somebody ends up in here who's has something to do with these paintings. I'm just gonna wait till somebody show up. I'm sure that this dude's face will definitely make somebody show up because it's funny. I mean, it's funny at the same time that it's like, yeah, dude, I know that painting. So yeah, here it is, a year in review. Probably by the time I get to the bottom of this stack, there'll be a bunch more commenters and whatnot. I just wanted to go over my archive, or well, some of these paintings that I still have. Some of them have been sold and moved on, but these here are what I still have, and some of them I mean to send off some for certain places, like Rome Dog when you finally end up finding your way here. So here we go. A year in review, painting one. I really like this one because it shows the calling on somebody, even though all the pain that they go through. Because God is definitely out of this world, you know. Hence the ring and the E on the forehead. He's marked in his soul. The lightning bolt, but then you got all the pain, you know. Came out looking real. Hi, who's that? I guess maybe me. I was just doing a year in review here. So hi everybody coming on the stream. If you wouldn't mind liking the live. So this is what I've been doing on my station. I'm all about community involvement. I think that whatever you're into, you should be into it and lift somebody up with it. We're given these gifts so that we can bless each other. Oh, the E refers to when Cain got marked by God. So the E is talking about there's some people it's just like you're just marked. There's nowhere you're gonna go, you know. You're just marked. There's something about your soul that draws people and at the same time get you in trouble, you know. So the E is symbolizing of God's yeah, mark that he marks people with. And then the ring being like their empowerment. But then the world make them, you know, hurt. The world hurts. So this one here is actually to my friend Rome Dog. And the script there says Psalms 24:1. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, the world and all that dwells there. So it's to his dog that passed and to his new puppy that coincidentally, not coincidentally, pretty awesomely, when I started painting this one, he actually didn't have the dog, but this dog has the same markings on his back and the same markings on his ear as his new dog. So he was watching this, and then he went and got a new dog, and it ends up looking more like that than his dog did. This one I actually painted to a friend of mine who's on here who has a camp that pretty much she points the camera towards her tree and we watch the sunset go down. It's really friendly people. Her name's Tori. I hope that any of this is planting seeds in some of y'all that if you think you can paint, you should. I did this all for really cheap. I don't have much in it at all. And any one of these, I could give them as a gift. I could sell them for $1 and I'd still be making a profit. So this is one of my last ones. I might have to lift the camera up a little bit from one of my latest lives. That's kind of wild how it's sending the whole community like that. 24 people out of nowhere. And none of y'all are my subs. I don't know who's my subs. It's cool though. I'm glad that you guys are here. So this is part 2 going to my friend Rome Dog. It was a split screen live that I did with a friend of mine named Mike. So he has a much different style. So he was on the other side of the screen doing a sketch. Pretty awesome. This is from my book that I read today. Try to help glare here a little. And I really like it. It's pretty cool. Kind of futuristic. I really like the complementary colors, makes it pop. This is from another split screen live that I did with Mike. Our concept was flowers, and so I took that and this flower book and I tried to kind of freehand what I knew of certain flowers, and then other ones just kind of take tips from the thing, like this burning nettle looking plant here. So yeah, that was pretty fun. It's one that I made a long time ago for somebody, and they never wanted it. But I didn't myself want it either. But a friend of mine around here said, "Hey, that's cool. Let's just see that." So, and this is one dedicated to that friend. His name is Zago Ghost. You haven't heard of his music? He usually shows up in my lives. Kind of surprised he's not here right now. He's got stuff going on in the world. But so is a Chihuahua about freestyle because I think I'm funny. The self portrait that I did a long time ago. Yeah, probably the closest I ever got to really doing myself. I don't have green eyes though. This is another one that I did on live. I intended on making a horse and it ended up being a llama. But I had good company on that one. Hi, everybody coming in. This one that I did a while ago for. Well, hi, thank you. Yeah, this one I did a while ago for a friend of mine. I feel like it's not done yet, so. Hey, thanks. Yeah, no, detail is not my strong suit. Um, one of these on here's got some detail, but mostly I let the brush do it. As with this one, that's all brush. It all comes down to the brush strokes and not letting the paint mix too much. If you like what you see, you can always subscribe. Usually I have a pretty good group around me. I don't know. Everybody seems to be busy tonight. That's okay. Probably by the end of this, they'll be popping on here. Oh, you probably are. To be honest with you, most of all my paintings, anything that's good, it's like the Lord led me on it. Otherwise, it just doesn't turn out quite right. But it's just about layers and layers and layers. All my station is just full of layers and layers and layers. Probably 2-hour videos at a time, and it's mostly just putting layers here and putting layers here. This is one of the first ones I did on my live. Actually, I think I did this as a freeform video. Hi, somebody. Ooh. Ooh. Paint Sip and spill the paint. Don't time somebody out like that, somebody. 5 seconds ain't bad, though. I know you can't see that, King, but I'll be right back. Don't do that, man. Especially when I ain't got no viewers. So here's the month in review. I think I got your painting somewhere here, too, somebody. Well, that was one of them. I need a better shot of it. Stack gets larger and then camera gets closer and closer and closer. So I'm just going over all these things that I've made in the live. That's not really Nightbot. A friend of mine thinks it's funny. Sorry about that. But he does moderating all over the place. Just silly stuff. So this is the one that I made on live. Part of this too was to see if any of my regular subscribers or whatnot would want to see another concept repeated or to detail any of these paintings. Ooh, the glare on that one's awful. I don't really. I mean, I don't think he did anything wrong. I think he was just trying to make a presence known, and he figured that you were spamming. Like usually, I have a whole lot of blue in here. In fact, do I know you from somebody's page? Just curious. Not that there's anybody in here. You should there's nobody in here to mod up, but yeah. Oh, Nietzsche's page. All right, that woman's an angel, so I'm gonna definitely mod you up. And then I think that's actually nobody somebody. Um, so there you'll be in blue now. He won't be able to time you out so easy, but I'm pretty sure I put I put somebody's main page as a big mod, but not that Nightbot page. I think that's his backup page. So yeah, these are all off the dome, and most of them are on recording. This one I did a long time ago, but I just think it's so cool. If there's any of these concepts, if there's any of these concepts that you'd like to see on the live, this one is really detailed. The one is probably the most detailed I've ever gotten. Try to get it just right so the candle shows. And I actually saw something I think on one of those inspirational videos, and it made me think about using using perception and shadows a lot more. So I definitely cited from a different image. I definitely took a lot from that random YouTube video. This is one that I did based on a place that I drive by all the time. And just the day that I painted this, just the light was hitting just right, and it's like little beams all over the place. Like, it was angelic. Hey, thanks, man. Feel free to jump back to my page, and you'll see ones like this one that I did on live, that I did to my friend Itachi and Zay, so they can use it as an album cover. Sorry, I'm trying to get the light just right. It's kind of difficult. It's one of my first ones. I have an awesome community around me. Nichili is part of it. I was just live a minute ago with a different, like a reading of a book that I just jumped into. This is one that I painted to a friend of mine named Coach Monica Stokes, and she is awesome. All these videos are on my live, and then this is the last one. At least is a sketch from that, where I took the concept of her cup in the room, and then painted it to try to get the shadows, and I was really trying to get the details of the thing. It looks a lot better without so much glare. It looks very earthy, this one. So that's all it. I'm gonna now work my way back down the pile and see who shows up. I'm glad that you came in here. Um, I'm going to go back and check that out. Yeah, right on, man. If there's anything in your life that has brought you power in those times when you felt like you were beat down, whether it's scripture, whether it's writing, whether it's braiding, whether it's whatever it is. I fully encourage you to bring that forward to YouTube community, and so that we can all jump behind you and support you, because I know that anything that you can do at this point to help out everybody is going to be in those sort of things, whatever skill you got, that it can inspire somebody else to do the same thing. So I'm just gonna go back down the bit. I really like this one because it's her brain. It's like Babylon. I think she's gonna ask me for a cigarette. Oh shit. Hi, welcome in everybody. Just going to year in review of paintings here. Seeing if anybody who regularly comes to my thing would like to see any particular concept painted out, or would like to see me detail up any of these that I already have, or continue on one that we did a live with already. Yeah, yeah. Hey, if you want to comment on one of my videos, I'll jump back over there and sub you up if I'm not already subbed. But most likely, if you were in Nietzsche's room, then I probably subbed you up. Unless it was like 6 in the morning, then maybe not. Because she goes on a wild time sometimes. So I'm just going to keep going through the list of reviews. Sometimes the system here will send in random people, and sometimes it doesn't send in anybody. But I'm glad you keep me company, man. I appreciate you. Sorry about somebody timing you out. Well, that's kind of cool. The camera zoomed in itself. That was actually of Odds and Evens painting a backdraft that he uses on his comedy sketches on his page. But I want to redo it because this one turned out weird. I wanted to use a spot paint that'll make it, and on a black background that'll make it pop that much more. This just looks like an explosion of color to me. Mm-hmm. So we'll keep running down the line. Nice. Well, I appreciate you coming in tonight, making yourself known. What's up, Rum Dog? Word. That's cool. You felt the call, man. Yeah, I was just showing off your painting. I got you here. I'm gonna make you a third one before I send them off. But this is the main kaboob, and it's almost done. I just want to put a little different color on the dog and fix those notes. This one's done all the way. I love it. And then, like I said, I want to send a third one, if not some old work, but definitely I want to do a third one. So, because this was going to be a third one, but then it ended up being a cat. What's up, Taylor? My sky's all gray, man. It looks wild outside. Oh, let's stick that on. Stick that out for a minute. It's not quite done here. Uh, it's not quite. Oh, King. If y'all want to sub up King BR&R, I don't know what he's up to. He says guns family, but he came in here and kept me company for this whole bit. So for sure, he says he comes from Nietzsche's life. Dope, dope. Oh, I wanted to point out what I got you here, Rome, that this dog's head looks a whole lot. Oh, yikes! This dog's head looks a whole lot different than Rome dog. It actually looks like your new dog, and that was before you got that dog. Saying. I think that's pretty cool. It hit me last night. So yeah, word. Yeah, I keep good company. I got some strong brothers on here. All right. So we're just doing a year in review. Jump in and out as you please. Some of these are bigger canvases, so I got to make it wobbly for a sec. And my glare is awful tonight. But as with everything on the station, it's a little experimental. A little experimental. I hope I'm not going the wrong way. If there's any of these concepts you would like to see repeated, if there's any of these concepts that you particularly dig, I can always go back. We can always go over the principles of them, all the coloring and all this. Watch the process for yourself again, or I can detail some of these ones that, are just not done yet. Ooh, yeah. See, I gotta figure out my camera before I try to do this again. Try to make everybody seasick. That's the one I did on a split screen with Mike. The man of indecision. What's up, twins? Yeah, people. This isn't the one I did to Zay, the one that I did with Zay and all y'all. I like how that one turned out. I believe. Hey, that's what we're talking about. So if there's any of these concepts that y'all would like repeated, if there's any ideas that you have jumping up, feel free. Speak up. Certain colorings jump out at you. That works. Cool. E. Oh, I even get E in here. Oh boy, it's been a while. That was funny talking about Cooter. That was funny shit. Give a fuck. Oops, I cussed. I was really trying hard not to cuss this whole live too. So it's just if you guys want any particular things repeated or want to see how it's done, get some notes on perspective, whatever jumps out at you. If we could go over that, I could do a little bit more research myself if it's too deep. This is the one I did with Zay. For Tachi and Zay's album cover. Canvases keep getting too big. So yeah, getting too close to the camera, then you can't really see nothing. This is the one I did for Miss Monica Stokes. Yeah, man, you came in on the right day. So E's dope. She doesn't really have any subscribers because she's figured out how to wipe them all. She doesn't really do YouTube, but she shows up and backs up everybody. She's awesome. And the twins are, well, they're the big motivators. Yeah, twins are awesome. Definitely worth it. Oh, here's a llama painting. I don't think I showed it, but just the once that I was going for a horse, and then yeah, no, not so much. Where in the heck? I had another painting that I want to show off, but I don't know what to do with it. Oh well. So we'll just end with this one. I should put that as my profile picture, I think. Yeah. But y'all want to see him again? I was on earlier with some story stuff. You guys want to check that stuff out? I'm not sure how it turned out yet because it hadn't processed on my end, but it'll probably be up by the end of the night. That was a lot of fun. I thank you guys again and again for all your support and encouragement. It means the freaking world to me. I'm always about it. For real. You're dope, Taylor. Hey man, I don't know how you do it with the camera on all day. I be cussing the whole time. You do it with such class. You guys too. Matter of fact, the twins. I don't see you guys say nothing but like cap. Matter of fact, I don't even remember when the last time you busted out a not PG-13 cuss word. I'm just saying, hats off, big brothers. Y'all good. And E, you're beautiful. You say some strange things though. No, I'm just kidding. You guys are part of this thing. I have a bad potty mouth. Why you got me PTSD and I'm Looney Tunes right there? I don't know. Kind of sound like Tweety Bird or not. I guess I'll just flip through them again and then jump off here because I sure do love y'all's company. So again, if there's anything that jumps out at you, you know, work on a painting more or you want to redo it, just say so. Try to do it just the way so you end up looking at art the whole time. All of that. Instead of looking at that glare so bad. Yellow sun rays heard. Yeah, that was actually a difficult one because it's all a technique thing. So it's just lightly applying it. But this one I feel like I really didn't do that good of a job because the image itself was a lot more intense. I'd like to fully develop this painting, but I just feel like I kind of stalled out on it because I didn't want to mess it up. So I sure wouldn't mind, but I'll put that up here because I'll go back through. I did have plans of putting like a hand over in the bushes, you know. I think this could be really cool. I'll put that one on the board here. So go back and edit that one again. Where did I start out? Here. I kind of got paintings of all around my feet. The lighting doesn't do this one any justice, but I like this one because it turned out very earthy. Zay's album cover. I don't really know where I am in the order. I just got paintings everywhere. Whee! Yeah, that's what I started my video on. And I got a bunch of people sitting there, like 24 people came in here. Pretty impressive. It's the one I did on live with Mike the other day. Trying to go kind of classical. Figured Mike would go a little wild. And he did. And he did. All right, enjoy the rest of your work, man. We'll definitely come back anytime. I sure ain't messing with that wrench. Check out the rest of my crew too. That's from my books today. Oh, here's one. Here's one. If I could send you any painting, it would be this. How about that? Anyone tap that screen and show someone love here to get right on. Show some love here to Kevin. I'm gonna learn how to read one of these days, and it's gonna be on. I'm gonna be, be the best YouTube streamer ever. I'm just flipping back and forth and back and forth. Hi, J Royal. This is the one I painted the other day. I painted a long time ago. It's the one I painted of Tori's room. If you don't know about J Rose, she's got a candle making website and all. Her lives are always fun. She shows you the whole process, which I haven't seen a lot of people show the whole process before, so definitely new. And she's got ridiculously low prices. I mean, I live in kind of a place that's got a lot of shops that sell that kind of stuff, and compared to them, she's like $5 off any of those shops. So there's your shipping, and it all goes back to profiting her business. And she's a wonderful lady, works all the time, and still gets on here, encourages everybody. All right, and getting to the bottom of the stack. Yeah, I did too. That was kind of an accident. The reflections of the painting was one of those happy accidents. And I just was kind of going over it with the little yellow, and I was like, oh, that could be shoulders. Yeah, you're awesome, J Roy. You know, so I know you don't really need to hear it verbally, but I am such a cheeseball. I just can't keep these things non-verbal. No way. This is one I painted a while ago. I really like it for its the way the flower pops because of the choice of colors, and also the good use of dull and blah 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 blah. You know what I'm trying to say. We're getting to the end of the pile. Probably let you guys go. I just wanted to show weekend or month in review or whatever it is. The grand showcase. The grand showcase. How much for just blue? What are you looking for in a painting? A blue rose? I mean, I don't know. Well, I'll tell you this, it's not going to cost me a lot to make. I want to wait to talk about money with everybody because I want to make sure that I have a product that you're comfortable with. So you'll be able to come to my live and watch me paint the blue rose. Recently I did a rose. You can see it on my page. I did a rose, a guitar with a rose on it for coffee, and I can probably do the concept pretty easy. I don't see any complications. I have all the colors. I might need to get a little more white, but in the end, it would cost you like $10 and then shipping, so whatever that is. And if you're especially pleased with it, of course you could tip. But I want to keep my any kind of prices that I talk about as low as I can, because it's just about getting the art out there. If you guys live near me, I would just be handing it to you at work. Like I've given away so many paintings that it kind of is weird to talk about money. I guess I better get comfortable with it because I sure like to. Yeah. How about a koala bear? Ooh, got my brain working now. With the blue as the dominant color in it, or with the blue rose, like what a koala bear coming out of a blue rose, holding a blue rose maybe. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I could probably do something. Yeah, you got me thinking. It really the most of the price depends on the shipping. Like these canvases because they're cheap, they're still cheap canvases, but because they're bigger in size, if they don't fit into the pre-made envelopes, then it's kind of like a whole runaround. But it's not that much more. It's like $5-10 more sometimes. Like the one that I sent to coffee was 20 by 10, and it cost me like 15 something to send across the country. So that's not horrible. Oh, this one that I'm planning to redo the face on soon. Yeah, I really liked it. I never really wanted to finish it because I kind of get to a point with some paintings that I'm like, it's so perfect. If I go and paint it wrong, then that's that. So, Right on. I appreciate you. It probably just so you're figuring because I know you're a lady of planning and all things orderly. It'll probably won't be more than $10 for the painting and then $10 for shipping. Hit me up with any IG. I think I have you on my IG. So when the time comes, then I'll just send for the address for the mailing order and have it in the mail, and I'll send you a receipt and all this so that you can see it. You can get the tracking number. I do everything better than I do. Like copies your picture for the receipt was so small, we couldn't really see it. So it's kind of sketchy when it got 4 days out of a 3 day shipping, this kind of thing. Right on. So thank you, J Ruff, for all your support. Man, you are really awesome. Yeah, I mean, I know I come in there and I say all this all the time. I sound like a cheese ball, but I know, I don't know. You remind me of my mama. Y'all just don't quit. Just don't quit. you know? And you're so loving and patient with us. I really appreciate you. Koala bear and a blue rose. I'm about to go look at what a koala bear looks like again. I'll probably do. By the time I get it all done, it'll be 3 paintings. Is how I've been doing it. Yeah. By the time I get it done, it'll be 3 paintings. Two of them I'll do on test boards like bigger, but so they're thickness like this. They're like the size of paper. They're a little bit smaller than this canvas. And then the main one I'll do on a bigger canvas. So then give you the shipping price and blah blah blah. All right. So I guess I'll kind of. This was fun. Oh boy, you got my brain working now. It always sounds different. Like it's like that's what happened when Coffee mentioned the guitar. I was in the middle of painting a different one that I don't actually know where it went right now. I think I sent it to somebody. I was in the middle of painting a different one, and she mentioned the guitar, and that was like all I could think about. I kept just coming back to that in my brain, so it's kind of hard to communicate. So yeah, let me know what's up. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for viewing today. Had the whole family come through. Anybody that sees this after or during or whatever, I hope that any seeds that were planted, any kind of inspirations, any kind of um whatever the Holy Spirit puts on your heart to do, you should do it. No matter what that looks like to anybody else, you should do it because you know it's him doing it. Amen. And I really hope you're enjoying your night. And in your case, J. Roy, man, I hope that he shows you all the strength. I hope he sends every last angel he got in his mosh, dude. I hope everybody comes in to back you. Like when you get backed in the corner by the enemies, I hope everybody else speaks up. Like you ain't fucking with my sister. Ready to go down for you, because that's how we feel. I can tell you what, you're a hell of a woman. Thank y'all for viewing. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off before I go on with my cheesy self. See y'all later.